Imagine a ship vanishing into thin air, leaving behind no trace, only whispers of what might have happened. What really happened to these vessels that disappeared without a trace? What secrets did they carry to the ocean's depths? Today, we'll uncover the eerie and unsolved mysteries of the most infamous sunken ships, where every answer seems to raise even more questions. Throughout history, the oceans have claimed countless ships, each with its own story. Some of these ships have become legends, not just because they sank, but because of the strange, unexplained events surrounding their disappearances. From ghost ships found adrift with no crew, to luxury liners that vanished without a trace, these shipwrecks are more than just lost vessels. They are unsolved puzzles that continue to baffle experts and captivate the imagination of people around the world. But why do these stories matter? These shipwrecks are more than just remnants of the past. They are windows into the unknown, holding secrets that could change how we understand history and the forces of nature. Historians, treasure hunters, and ocean explorers are drawn to these mysteries, not just for what they might find, but for the stories these ships tell. Stories of human ambition, fear, and the relentless power of the sea. In this video, we'll explore some of the most famous of these sunken ships, examining the strange circumstances of their disappearances and the lingering questions that have yet to be answered. So, are you ready to set sail into the unknown? Let's begin our journey into the depths. The Mary Celeste, the ghost ship. The story of the Mary Celeste is one of the most famous maritime mysteries in history. This American merchant ship set sail from New York City on November 7, 1872, bound for Genoa, Italy. On board were Captain Benjamin Briggs, his wife, their young daughter, and a crew of 7. They were transporting a cargo of industrial alcohol. But just a month later, on December 4, 1872, the Mary Celeste was found drifting in the Atlantic Ocean, completely abandoned. There was no sign of the crew, and the ship appeared to be in good condition, still seaworthy, with its cargo largely untouched. The discovery of the Mary Celeste left everyone puzzled. The ship's sails were partly set, and everything seemed normal, except for the fact that there was no one on board. The lifeboat was missing, but all the crew's personal belongings, including valuables, were left behind. There was no sign of a struggle, no bloodstains, and no damage to the ship that might suggest a pirate attack or a violent storm. The ship's logbook was last updated on November 25th, over a week before it was found adrift, giving no clues as to what happened in those missing days. The food supply was ample, and the crew's clothing and gear were still stored away, as if they had left in a hurry but planned to return. But they never did. The Mary Celeste continued to sail aimlessly, a ghost ship in the vast ocean. Over the years, many theories have tried to explain the mystery of the Mary Celeste. Some believe the crew abandoned ship in fear of an explosion, possibly due to fumes from the alcohol cargo. But if they had left in the lifeboat, why were they never found? Others suggest a sudden water spout or a sea quake might have caused the crew to panic and leave. But again, why wouldn't they return if the ship remained safe? There's even speculation about more dramatic scenarios, like pirate attacks, though the lack of violence or theft makes this unlikely. Some people have gone as far as to suggest alien abductions or encounters with sea monsters, but these ideas, while fascinating, are impossible to prove. Despite numerous investigations, the truth behind the Mary Celeste remains as elusive as ever, leaving us to wonder what really happened to the crew of this ghost ship. The SS Waratah, the Titanic of the South. The SS Waratah was a grand luxury passenger liner, often referred to as the Titanic of the South. It was built in 1908 and was designed to carry passengers and cargo between Europe and Australia. The ship was named after the Waratah, a beautiful flower native to Australia, and it promised comfort and elegance to those who travelled on it. In July 1909, the SS Waratah set off on its second voyage from Durban, South Africa, heading towards Cape Town. On board were 211 passengers and crew, all expecting a routine journey. But after leaving Durban, the SS Waratah vanished without a trace, never reaching its destination. Despite being a large, well-built ship, it simply disappeared into the ocean. The disappearance of the SS Waratah has become one of the greatest maritime mysteries in history. There was no distress signal, no debris, and no survivors. The ship just seemed to vanish into thin air. When it didn't arrive in Cape Town as expected, search parties were immediately sent out. Ships scoured the waters along its route, and aerial searches were conducted in the following years, but no evidence of the Waratah was ever found. The ocean seemed to have swallowed the ship whole, leaving behind no clue as to what happened. Families of the passengers and crew waited in vain for news, but none ever came. The disappearance of the SS Waratah remains one of the most baffling mysteries of the sea. Over the years, many theories have been suggested to explain the fate of the SS Waratah. One possibility is that the ship was struck by a massive wave, known as a rogue wave, which could have overturned the vessel and sent it to the bottom of the sea in minutes. Another theory points to structural failure, suggesting that the Waratah might have been top-heavy due to its design, causing it to capsize in rough seas. Some believe the ship may have encountered a sudden and severe storm, leading to its swift sinking. There are also more far-fetched ideas, like the ship being pulled into a giant whirlpool, or even encountering a mysterious force in the ocean. Despite these theories, none have been proven, and the exact cause of the Waratah's disappearance remains unknown. To this day, the SS Waratah is known as the ship that simply vanished, taking with it the lives and stories of those on board. The HMS Erebus and HMS Terror lost in the Arctic. The story of the HMS Erebus and HMS Terror is one of exploration, bravery, and tragedy. In 1845, the British Navy launched the Franklin expedition, led by Sir John Franklin, with the goal of discovering the fabled Northwest Passage, a sea route connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans through the Arctic. The two ships, HMS Erebus and HMS Terror, were strong, well-equipped, and specially designed to withstand the harsh conditions of the Arctic. The crew of 129 men set sail full of hope and ambition, but after their last sighting by a whaling ship in July 1845, they were never seen alive again. The ships and their crew vanished into the frozen wilderness, leaving behind one of the greatest mysteries in maritime history. For more than 150 years, the fate of the HMS Erebus and HMS Terror remained unknown. Search parties were sent out, but they found only a few scattered clues: abandoned campsites, human bones, and a message left in a cairn on King William Island. The ships themselves were lost to the ice, and the exact location of their final resting place was a mystery. Then, in 2014, something incredible happened. The wreck of HMS Erebus was discovered in the Arctic waters, followed by the discovery of HMS Terror in 2016. Remarkably, both ships were found in a state of eerie preservation, with much of their structure and even some artifacts intact. These discoveries were like finding time capsules from a bygone era, frozen in the icy depths. But the discovery of the ships only deepened the mystery of what happened to the men of the Franklin expedition. The Arctic is one of the most unforgiving environments on Earth, and the crew faced unimaginable hardships, frigid temperatures, scurvy, and starvation. Evidence suggests that after the ships became trapped in the ice, the crew abandoned them and tried to make their way on foot to safety. It's believed that many of the men succumbed to the cold and lack of food. There are even chilling signs that some of the crew resorted to cannibalism in their desperate fight to survive. Today, Ongoing research and the study of artifacts from the wrecks continue to piece together the final days of these brave men. Yet, despite what we've learned, many questions remain unanswered. And the story of the HMS Erebus and HMS Terror is a haunting reminder of the dangers of exploring the unknown. The SS Ourang Medan, the Ship of Death. The story of the SS Ourang Medan is one of the most unsettling and mysterious tales of the sea. This Dutch freighter was reportedly sailing through the waters of Southeast Asia in the late 1940s when something went terribly wrong. The ship suddenly became a ghost ship, drifting aimlessly with no living soul on board. What makes the SS Ourang Medan so infamous is the strange and eerie circumstances surrounding the death of its entire crew, which remains unexplained to this day. The mystery began with a chilling SOS message that was supposedly sent out by the crew of the SS Ourang Medan. The message was brief but terrifying. All officers, including captain, are dead, lying in chart room and bridge, possibly whole crew dead. This was followed by a final cryptic transmission: I die. When a rescue ship finally arrived, they found the SS Ourang Medan floating silently in the ocean. But what they discovered on board was truly horrifying. The entire crew was dead, their bodies sprawled across the ship in grotesque positions, as if they had died in great fear and agony. Even more disturbingly, there were no signs of violence or struggle, and the cause of death was not immediately clear. The ship's radio operator was found with his hand still on the telegraph, as if he had died while sending his final message. Shortly after the discovery, the ship reportedly caught fire and sank, taking any remaining evidence with it. Many theories have been proposed to explain the mysterious deaths aboard the SS Ourang Medan, but none have been proven. One possibility is that the ship was carrying hazardous cargo, such as chemicals or dangerous gases, which might have leaked and poisoned the crew. Carbon monoxide poisoning from a malfunctioning engine could also explain the sudden deaths, as it would be odorless and hard to detect until it was too late. However, the strange positions of the bodies and the final message have led some to speculate about more supernatural causes. Some believe the ship encountered an unknown malevolent force, perhaps even something paranormal. The lack of concrete evidence and the subsequent sinking of the ship have only fueled these eerie speculations. To this day, the fate of the SS Ourang Medan and its crew remains one of the most baffling and terrifying mysteries of the sea. We've journeyed through some of the most mysterious and haunting shipwrecks in history, from the eerie disappearance of the Mary Celeste to the vanishing of the SS Waratah, the frozen tragedy of the HMS Erebus and HMS Terror, and the chilling fate of the SS Ourang Medan. Each of these ships carries with it stories that remain unsolved, mysteries that continue to baffle and intrigue us. These shipwrecks are not just tales of the past, they are puzzles that still challenge our understanding of the sea and the dangers it holds. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these shipwreck stories did you find the most intriguing? Do you have your own theories about what might have happened? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to read your ideas and continue the conversation about these fascinating mysteries. If you enjoyed this deep dive into ocean mysteries, there's much more to explore. The sea is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered, and we're just getting started. So if you want to join us on more adventures into the unknown, be sure to like this video, share it with others who might be intrigued, and subscribe to our channel.